Hello, folks, and welcome to the MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live for round 12 of the 2024 MotoGP World Championship, where we're heading back to Aragon for the first time since 2022. Yeah, it's been 2 whole years since we've been back in Aragon, of course, a popular race here in Spain, and only just a few hours down the road from MotoGP HQ here in Barcelona. But this week we have very special guests, and it's fantastic timing as well, because none other than the newest MotoGP rider to be joining the grid for 2025, Fermin Aldeguer, is joining us, and we'll bring Fermin in now and say a warm welcome to Fermin. And firstly, Fermin, congratulations on the official announcement finally that you'll be joining Gresini Racing for next year.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to stay here with you and do this game. Yeah.
So obviously now the news is out that you will be joining Gresini. We knew for a long time you'll be in MotoGP next season, but we didn't quite know which team yet. How nice is it to be a part of Gresini Racing for next season, a team that we've seen have so much success in the past couple of seasons?
Yeah, after my sign with Ducati Corse in the start of the season, during a long time we wait for the team, but now it's all close with Gresini and nothing. So happy because I think it's an incredible team, very familiar, and also in the technical part, I think it's one of the best team of the championship. And nothing. I have to say thank you to the team, also Ducati Corse for the opportunity.
And how much are you looking forward to that first time on the MotoGP bike on the Ducati in Valencia test this year? Is it a nervous feeling, exciting feeling? How do you feel looking forward to that?
All together, no, all together, because I'm so excited for ride with the MotoGP, but also I don't want to think so much this, because I have work this year for fight the championship, and I don't want to think so much. But yes, I want to stay in Valencia right now and enjoy with the MotoGP.
Well, our congratulations, Fermin. But of course, we have you here today to help us with our MotoGP fantasy team. So we'll bring our team in now and have a look at who we have. We actually have the rider that you're going to be replacing in Gresini Racing, Marc Marquez, as he moves up to the factory squad for 2025. We also have Fabio Di Gianantonio, who's returning from injury this weekend, that broken collarbone that he sustained last time out in Austria. And then we also have Alex Marquez, your future teammate for next year, and Aleix Espargaro in the team as well. Our constructor is Aprilia, and our team is the factory Yamaha squad. So, as we mentioned, you can make 2 changes, Fermin. We do not have a lot of budget to be able to get some of the big name riders. So people like Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin, who are 5.7 million and 5.2 million, they may be a little bit tricky to get into our team. But looking at this team, is there any particular rider you would maybe change for another?
Yeah, I have 2 good riders on the goal and also silver. No, my teammate and Marc Marquez, also Gresini team is good for me. And yeah, maybe I can change Fabio Di Gianantonio.
Okay, so let's remove Fabio. Of course, he is going to be riding a little bit injured this weekend with that freshly recovered collarbone. So that gives you 3.1 million to spend if you want to spend all of it. You could get the likes of Brad Binder, who is 2.8 million. Marco Bezzecchi is also cheaper, 2.2. And there's a whole bunch of others.
I think I can put Brad Binder, because I like these riders. Also, I think it's a very strong rider.
Okay, so that would give you an extra 300,000 still. So you still have 300,000 to be able to make another change if you do want to. That you could also change the team or the constructor. It's entirely your choice.
Okay, yeah, and I can look how many cost the Ducati or maybe another team.
Yeah. So constructors, Ducati are very expensive. They're 5.5 million.
Yeah, this I can't put.
No. Definitely not.
No.
You could put
Okay.
KTM if you wanted to, or the teams. We have Yamaha at 1.4, so you could afford 1.7. You could maybe change to Trackhouse or Tech 3, the LCR squad, but that's about it. We're a little bit limited on money, so sorry for the difficulty for me.
No problem, no problem. Okay. I want to change the team. No, because
The team?
I think
Okay.
yeah, the team. And we put
In terms of the team, you only have 4 options to change to. It's both Honda teams
yeah.
and Tech 3 and Trackhouse.
If I don't move, I can stay with the same, or
Yeah, you can stay with
I
the
have
same.
to
That's
change
fine.
100%.
No, you can just make one trade. It's fine. That's okay. We can look
Yeah,
through the other
that's
riders
okay.
perhaps if you want to. I mean, we would be able to afford, 3.1 million essentially. Or if you wanted to take Marc
3.1.
Marquez out, you could get Enea Bastianini. But of course, Marc is very good around Aragon.
Mm, no, I like this. Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't do a big change.
Okay, I like it. It's a good team, definitely. So one last thing we can do, Fermin, is the gold riders. They score double the amount of points as your silver riders. So if you think that maybe Aleix Espargaro this weekend is going to do better than Brad Binder, you could switch those two if you wanted to, or the other way around with Alex and Mark.
I change Alex for Brad.
Okay, let's do that. Let's go. Oh, hang on. I think I need to make the trade first. And then we can move him to gold. Okay, so
Yeah.
happy with this team? Mark and Aleix
Yeah.
in gold, Alex and Brad in silver. I think it's a good
Yeah,
team.
I like it.
Okay,
Yeah,
not too
it's
bad
nice.
for the amount of money we have. Of course, for me, Aragon is a very tricky track. It's kind of one of the most unique on the calendar. How do you like the Aragon circuit? Is it one of your favourites, or perhaps one that you find trickier than others?
Yes, I like this track. It's not one of my favorite, but always I go fast here, no? And this is a positive point, no? For the track. But yeah, now we have to see. We do one test, 2 day of test with the new asphalt, and yeah, the feel was very good. We do a very good work. We have more or less a good setting for start the weekend, and nothing. We will see. We have to do laps, and yeah, I hope then go on the best.
And how do you think the Moto2 class will be this weekend? We've seen obviously lots of riders be very competitive, but coming into it, as we know, you're going to be faster here this weekend. Also, the likes of Sergio Garcia, Joe Roberts, all these riders, and Ayagura will, well, he's obviously injured at the moment, but how do you think the class will be this weekend?
Yeah, Moto2 this year is all very close, no? We are. I'm fifth in the championship with only 50 points to the first, no? We are all together. Some race in the podium is one rider. Some another race is another riders. It's a little bit crazy. I think it's also for the chain of Pirelli tires because after the Dunlop when we do so much laps we know all time the performance of the tires, but now is sometime you don't know what happened, and yeah, difficult, but it's the same for riders. We have to work in the good way and try to do our best.
Well, Fermin, good luck this weekend. We know that you're very busy today with all sorts of interviews after the big news, so we'll let you go and enjoy your Thursday with the team and also with the media. And thank you very much for joining us. Well, I think we might have just lost connection with Fermin there anyway. So we'll wish Fermin all the best of luck for this weekend. And of course, just after he's been announced as a MotoGP rider, officially in the Gresini team for next season. And as he says in Moto2, it's a big old title fight this year, that is for sure. With Fermin actually needing a good weekend this weekend to be able to claw himself back into it. But we know the speed he has, and I'm sure that he'll be able to pull it out of the bag when he needs to. So what he's done then is he hasn't made too many changes, only just gone for the one change. I think he's the first rider this year that's decided, no, I'm pretty happy, I'll just stick with the one trade. So Marc Marquez stays in gold. He switches Aleix Espargaro from silver over into gold and instead brings in Brad Binder in the place of Fabio Di Giannantonio, which perhaps isn't such a bad pick this week. Of course, we know Brad has the credit to be able to go fast here this weekend, and Digia, after returning from that high-speed crash in Austria, a bit of a nasty one through the fast right-handed turn 8, around about 200 kilometers an hour. He had that kind of nasty high side that initially looked like he was okay, but unfortunately did dislocate his shoulder in the end. Not a broken collarbone, as I said earlier, dislocated shoulder. But thankfully, Digia all fine. He has travelled to Aragon, and I'm sure he will be passing his medical as he takes it today. Of course, if you've just been keeping up with what's going on Twitter, it's just been announced actually that Taka Nakagami will be leaving the Idemitsu Honda LCR squad at the end of 2024, at the end of this season, and be moving on to a HRC development role with some wildcards in there next year as well. So not a full-on goodbye to Taka, but we will see him a few points next season, but doing a lot of work behind the scenes from now on is Taka Nakagami. And that essentially all but confirms, if you listen to all the rumours that have been going on recently, that Somkiat Chantra possibly will be moving into that LCR Honda squad for next season. I'm sure that now with them announcing that Taka is leaving, perhaps there's another announcement coming up very shortly indeed. What's else to tell you this weekend for MotoGP Fantasy? Well, I mean, Marc Marquez is certainly going to be licking his lips at the possibility of a victory here this weekend. Aragon, one of his most favoured and biggest stomping grounds in the past. I think he's won 5 or 6 times around here, won 4 times in a row from 2016 to 2019. So it might be Marc's best chance of a Grand Prix victory this season yet. We'll see how that goes because, of course, we know those GP24s, incredible this year. And if you've got Pecco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin, or both of them in your team, well, I think you're winning this year so far, and particularly as well, Enea Bastianini, who's on form in recent rounds. What else to tell you? Aleix Espargaro, definitely, I quite like that trade from Fermin, bringing Aleix into the gold team riders. Because Aleix and Aprilia historically here have been pretty good. So we'll see what Aleix can do this weekend. So that's going to do it from us here at the MotoGP Fantasy Preview. Certainly going to be an interesting weekend this weekend. And with 9 rounds to go, we're starting to count down into the ones that really matter for the championship chase. Of course, we arrive here with barely any points between Jorge Martin and Pecco Bagnaia once again at the top of the standings, and we'll see what twists await us this weekend through the sprint and the GP on Sunday as to who leaves Aragon on top, with us also being a back-to-back here, the first weekend of this back-to-back, with us going to Misano next time out, where, of course, that was the place where Pecco Bagnaia did pretty heroic things after that serious incident that he sustained in Barcelona last year, where he got his legs ran over and did a real fine job to put it on the podium in one of the races last season in Misano. But of course, it was where Jorge Martin won both as well. So we'll see what happens there next weekend. But if you're not signed up to MotoGP Fantasy, there is actually a special league running at the moment. So I think we actually have Fermin back, maybe, if we can see if he's there. Let's just see if Fermin is there. Ah, he is here. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. We just kind of cut you off with a poor connection. Basically, for me, all we were going to say anyway was good luck this weekend. I'm sure it's going to be a fun one. And I imagine that your media day today, Thursday, is a little bit busier than usual ones.
Yes. Today I have a lot of work, no? But I think the in the MotoGP class is always like this. I have to start, no? But yeah, it's like this. Now tomorrow we focus on the track and nothing. We will see.
Yep. Absolutely. Get used to seeing cameras and journalists always around you, Fermin. It's going to be a busy time next year indeed. But good luck this weekend, Fermin, and also good luck throughout the rest of 2024. And we're very excited to see you on a MotoGP bike next season.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so that is it then for the MotoGP Fantasy preview here as we just say a final goodbye to Fermin Aldeguer. We'll see you, well, hopefully at the circuit this weekend. If you are going to Aragon, let us know if you are, or any of the other MotoGP events throughout the final 9 rounds of the season. Enjoy the track action and enjoy as this championship chase starts to spicing up a little bit as we go down the stretch. Enjoy the weekend. See you later.